This is Weller Does Delmarva. I am not Jim Weller. I am Kevin Short, and sitting in for the vacationing Jim Weller today here at the Milford Diner. And want to invite everybody to come down and join us. We're going to be here until 9 o'clock today. So we're going to get the show started. Got a lot to talk about. A lot of guests coming up. Was the show going to unravel as it goes?
It unravels by the minute.
By the minute, okay.
Yes,
So we're currently raveled.
So join us, he says, because it unravels by the minute, right?
So,
yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Colin. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm glad to be up.
You're glad to be up.
Yeah.
Glad you. You didn't see the sunrise this morning. I don't think anybody saw it. It's a little cloudy out there.
It was, yes.
But yeah. So, well, good morning, and let's talk about TV Delmarva Channel 14.
All right.
So, TV Delmarva Channel 14. We are over the air. Point your antenna towards Seaford, rescan, look for Channel 14. You're going to find 7 channels there, Kevin. 7
That's
channels.
amazing.
And you've watched the Heartland Network.
Yes.
That is my favorite of all the channels we have on there. But we got this new one. It's called Biz TV, like business. It's channel 14.6.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, so 14.6. It's not on the stream yet. We're working on getting it on the stream for Roku. But channel 14.6, Biz TV. So it's all about business. Investing, business itself, business advice, business financing, things like that. So if you're into business, whether you're in business or you just are interested in business, it's a pretty good channel to watch and check out. So it's all original programming on there too.
Why don't you run down it's amazing that there's 7 channels.
Yeah.
You started out
why
with
there's 7?
No.
Oh, okay. Because we don't have enough equipment for 8.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I'm sure you could. There's how many could you do?
I know of people that are doing 12 channels.
12 sub channels.
Yeah. The problem is your bandwidth. You only have so much bandwidth, so it gets You can't have any HD channels. So we currently have 3 HD channels. And we kind of like it. I've got room to add one more standard definition channel.
Okay.
But yeah, and that's going to be about it. So, but anyway, so channel 14.1, that's TV Delmarva. We're an AMG TV network affiliate. So lots of shows on there.
That's where this show is. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. That's where this show. So that's our main channel. That's our dot one, they call it.
Right. Okay.
So then 14.2 is Newsnet. Newsnet is a 24/7 news outlet. So constant news, 24/7 news and weather. It's more national weather. But 14.3 is retro television, retro TV. So all of your old channels or all your old shows are on there. Ranging from the 50s on up to the 80s and 90s. Television show. Remember 21 Jump Street?
I do.
Yeah, we've got that show.
How about that?
Yeah, yep. So it's kind of interesting to see Johnny Depp on there, as a young man and not a pirate. But 14.4, that's our channel. We 100% program that. That is channel 14.4, Weather First.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah, Hunter does all of our weather for that. All of the information we have, all the models, all of the graphics is all TV Delmarva. We've created that all in-house ourselves, and it's really good, so check that out. 14.5. Gosh. Now you're making me think. What is 14.5? Put me on the spot here.
You need a TV guide.
Yeah. 14.5 is One American News, OAN.
Okay. All right.
So it is a conservative news channel. A lot of opinion on there. So if you're looking for hard news, that's not necessarily your place, but they do have a news segment on there every day. So it's worth watching. 14.6, let's skip that. 14.6 is our newest. That's Biz TV, business television.
Right, and
then 14.7 is the Heartland Network, which is really good programming. It's a lot of the old Nashville Network programming, which was just really well done. And I mean, just, a lot of Crook and Chase.
Occasionally, Colin sends me text or he'll send me screenshots and say, "Who's this guy?"
Yeah, you're like, that's Whispering Bill Anderson.
That's John.
That's
Conley.
Paycheck.
Or Johnny Paycheck. Yeah. That's a good network. There's a lot of stuff.
It is really good network. And they've actually got some original programming as well. So it's not old stuff they've got, and there's country music videos on there as well. Yeah. So they have overnight. There's, I think they call it Third Shift. And it's all country music videos. So, but they've got bluegrass on there, and it's just a whole range of shows. Remember Country Standard Time?
Yes.
That was a show.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep, so that's on there, and Bill Anderson hosts that a lot, too.
Yep.
So, yeah. All right, I'll see you in about 30 minutes, Kevin.
Okay.
20.
All right. Thank you, Colin.
Thank you.
So, I hear the music. We are on the radio. So, welcome the 105.9 audience. This is Weller Does Delmarva. I am Kevin Short sitting in for Jim Weller today, and we've got a whole show lined up for you. And you're going to be hearing from Jim. There's a lot of all the commercial segments today. Jim will be joining us. He trusts me with this show to a point. So I can only, I can fill in the gaps, but we'll still hear from Jim from time to time today. So we started off this morning talking to Colin about TV Delmarva, and he'll be back on a little later on. And the way this show works, it's on the radio from 7 to 9, and then on the breaks on the radio, you can actually watch it on Facebook and TV Delmarva. So I have a note here from Jim to remind everybody to hit share on Facebook. So if you're doing that, and I'm seeing some of the guests that are coming in, we got a crowd coming in here this morning at the Milford Diner, and we are here for breakfast. So if you get a chance, come by and join us. We'll be here until 9 o'clock. So we didn't discuss, Colin, is how are we going to go to these commercials? Am I just going to say now we're going to hear from Jim? Is that what we're going to do? So what's that? Okay, so you're ready for the first one. All right, so we're going to get started here, and as it moves on, but you'll be hearing from Jim from time to time. We're going to start off with a commercial from Jim.
Hey everybody, Jim Weller here, and first of all, I want to say thanks a lot to everybody for being there this morning. I am not with you. I took the day off, and I'll be back next week, but Kevin's doing the show, and everybody that's working behind the scenes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's get started. This is a sponsor segment for Donnie Donovan, Blue Wave Power Wash. Yes, I just had somebody that had their house power washed, said he's a 10 out of a 10. He showed up when he said he was going to. He did the house, he did the garage, he did the sidewalks, the porch, the deck, everything, and they were just tickled to death. So I just want you to know, if you are tired of calling people and they don't call you back, you want to call somebody that's going to get back to you, that's going to go do the job, that's going to be fair, going to be honest, and do a good job and show up when he says he's going to. That's Donnie Donovan, okay? Blue Wave Power Washing. You can give him a call at 302-853-0968. That's 853-0968. Dial it in that order and say, hey, Donnie, I heard about you on Jim Weller's show, and I want to give you a try. So if you need your house power washed, your concrete around the pool, your deck, your sidewalk, your pavers, whatever you may need done, your gutters, whatever it is, he can do it for you, okay? He does equipment. He also does things on chicken houses like the big fans or even the whole chicken house. So whatever you need done, give him a call. He's plenty busy, but he will take good care of you. 302-853-0968, okay? BlueWavePowerWash.com, and don't forget to like his Facebook page if you would. On a side note, we still have the canopies on sale at Weller's for $100. That's a 13 by 13 pop-up canopy. People are buying 2, 4, 5, 6, whether you need it for an event, whether you need it for your organization, whether you just need one, $100. They $229 is retail, over 50% off, $100. They're made by Coleman. They're brand new in the carrying case. Other than that, Kevin, take it away, and everybody have a fine day. I'll be back. Bye.
All right, we're back. We just heard from Jim there, and did you see Jim Weller's live Facebook?
I saw it, but I didn't dare click on it.
From the Airbnb?
I saw it this morning while I was in bed, and I didn't want to wake Maria up with Jim Weller first thing in the morning.
Giving a tour of his Airbnb?
Yeah.
There was an iron in that Airbnb, which apparently he didn't have when he did these spots for the shirt that he's got on.
Oh, man.
So,
hey, take note of his wardrobe.
Okay.
It could change. Somebody mentioned to him about you're always wearing the same shirt when he did it. And I'm like, well, it's because, you don't change shirts during the show.
Exactly.
but he changes them.
So we're gonna get
his shirts.
We're gonna get to see Jim in a different clothes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope there's none of him actually changing. Yeah.
Well,
I hope he didn't leave the camera running.
Yeah, we didn't discuss that when he asked me to do this, so that I had to actually watch that. So no, he did.
What time is your wardrobe change?
We're done. He did this walkthrough of his Airbnb. It was riveting.
I bet it was. Yeah.
And Denise was hiding from him. She was like, you could just see her rolling her eyes, thinking, "Please make this stop." You know,
oh boy,
how much longer can we do this?
That's what you get with him.
There you go. Yeah. No, it was actually enjoyable. It was fun.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So we're here in the
Milford Diner.
Milford Diner.
I call it the iconic Milford Diner. I came here as a kid, and I remember many times sitting in these booths and the tables here with my grandparents and my dad. You know,
before this section was even here.
I remember before this was here, and then even after this was here. Yeah.
Well, before this was here, I remember this was my parents would let me. I could come in here with them, and then they would let me sit at the counter and order my own food.
By yourself?
Yeah, by myself.
You were an adult, right?
Yeah, I was my. Yeah, they paid for it, you know. But it was
You're thinking they let you.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Yes, please, Kevin, go over there."
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was something I'd earned.
Yeah, you thought it was a reward. It was a reward for them.
They were glad to get rid of me. So and it would like every time I'd get further and further away from them. You know? Yeah.
And they're like, "Keep moving on down."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And every time afterward, they're like, "When are you going to add on so we can get them further away from us?"
Here and Tony's Restaurant in Georgetown, which is no longer there. But
which one was Tony's?
Tony's was on Ray Street.
Okay.
I think it actually may still be a restaurant. It may be a Hispanic restaurant now. But yeah, that was there and here. I remember that experience. So
yeah.
This place has been here a long time.
Yeah, it has been. I think since the 50s. It was here before Wall Service Center, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what we discovered.
There's not many people in Milford can say that.
I know.
Yeah,
right?
that's amazing.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yep. So so anyway, if you're out and about, I would say come by the Milford Diner.
Absolutely.
Check it out. Are there coupons we're giving away? Are we giving them away somehow today? We are. And you have them.
What are we doing?
All right.
Okay.
All right. So if you want a 10% off coupon to Milford Diner, it's only good Sunday through Friday. You cannot use it today.
That's the giveaway for later, right?
Yeah. Okay. So that's later. Okay. Yeah. I think you can just come by.
Yeah.
Come by and get breakfast and.
That's not the giveaway. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
We don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to give them away whether we.
Okay. Good.
Whether we have any or not.
Right,
I'll give you an IOU.
Okay. Colin's buying breakfast.
Just figure out how much you think you're going to spend, and then Kevin will just give you the cash.
There you go.
10%.
Yeah. I mean, it's great to be here in Milford. This is the first time the show's been in Milford, right? Did you?
Yeah, this is the first Weller Does Delmarva show was actually at my shop in Milford, Service Center. So that was the first show ever.
For like kind of a permanent home, this is the first time.
Yeah, this is the first permanent home.
We were just talking earlier. The last time that I guest hosted the show, we were in Georgetown at the Cheer Center.
Okay, yeah.
So it's been a lot of places.
It has been a lot of places, and I mean, it's almost 10 years.
That's right.
We've been doing this, so it's been a lot of places.
We've not found any one person to put up with Jim for 10 years in a row. Yeah. So
other than me.
Yeah, well, besides us. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Well, there's a lot going on today. We're going to keep hearing. So you think we may see Jim in a new wardrobe this time? Maybe.
Yeah. Let's. Right. We will.
We will. Okay.
Hunter's previewed this video.
Okay. Well, we're going to hear from Jim. We'll be right back.
Check for content.
Go ahead.
Okay, folks, it's me again with another sponsor segment for Wilson's Auction. Yes, this is a today-only offer. Wilson's Auction every Saturday has a huge auction inside, outside. There's tools, there's lawnmowers, there's exercise equipment, there's furniture, there's appliances, there's glassware, there's jewelry, there's coins. There's a little bit of everything. There are thousands of things. Inside the building, outside the building. It is rain or shine. It's going to go all day and into the evening. If you are watching and listening to me and you're visiting Delaware and you've never been to a Wilson's auction, it's a lot of fun. It's lively. It's upbeat. There's no buyer's premium. What you bid is what you pay. And of course, there's no sales tax if you're visiting Delaware. So it's right on Route 113 in Lincoln, Delaware. And they are going on starting at 10 o'clock this morning, going all day and into the night. Okay. Also, Also, on Tuesday nights, you can buy and sell just like the dealers do at auction. They have an auto auction every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. If you have stuff you want to get sold, you could take stuff to Wilson's auction Wednesday through Friday, drop it off, and on Monday you can pick up your money. It'll get sold under the hammer, sold, and it's done. And you will pick up cash and it'll be over with. So anyway, give them a call if you have any questions, 302-422-3454, 422-3454, okay? Also, it's wilsonsauction.com. And yes, Dave Wilson's on Facebook, so check that out too. Other than that, one more thing on a side note, I want to just remind you that our carports, any carport, $2,500 or greater, so like a 2-car garage or a 3-car garage or a 5-car garage, if you need a garage or a big carport for your motorhome, your car, or whatever, they are on sale right now, $2,500 or more, 10% off, 10% off. So anyway, we got it going on at Weller's in Bridgeville. Give us a call or check us out at wellers.com. Okay, I got to go. Y'all take care, and I'll be back. I'll see you. Thank you, Kevin. Bye.
All right, we're back. We're back live at the Milford Diner and here with the Weller Does Delmarva show. Kevin Short filling in for Jim Weller today, and I've got Jack Riddle's with me from, you're representing Rotary today,
I'm
right?
representing,
You're
Rotary.
representing whatever.
We do some things for Rotary. Of course, we all, Jim and Wellers and Colin have always been very supportive of everything Rotary does, and we seem to do all these projects that try to make the community a better place to be. So today, in honor of Jim not being here, we brought a whole bunch of our brand new trail guides down.
Cool.
Yep,
This is an incredible.
We got them all right here. So there you go. And there's some famous people who advertise in this book every year. Can you see who that is? There's our famous Weller ad. So whether Jim's here or not, Weller's is always on our mind around here. But yeah, this publication, we've done this now, I think, 10 or 12 years. It's a guide to all the walking trails in Sussex County.
It's 138 pages.
You know why it's 138 pages? Because the staple won't hold any more pages.
Really? Is that it?
That's it. That's all we got.
Wow.
We can't sell any more ads.
This is substantial. It really is.
It's actually, we work with Chris Rauch at the Cape Gazette, and he helps us put it together, and it's a guide to all the walking trails in Sussex County. So it's got all the bike trails, the maps, and then our advertisers help us pay for it. We use the money to do good in the community. And like I said, Jim and Colin, from the very beginning, Kevin, have been involved in this project and helped us make it successful. And so we want to thank them and thank all the advertisers that helped us do this. And, you know, Rotary's a mighty little animal that runs around Sussex County. It's kind of one of those little secrets. There's 220 of us in Sussex County.
Wow.
There's actually a club in Milford. And all we try to do is try to do good, raise money, do good, make a difference. And
so people want this. How do I know you have some today? So
we have some today.
Any of the
most of the advertisers
have
them. We have them at the ferry terminal because the ferry terminal helped us out this year. Delaware River and Bay. Realtor's office have them. Of course, they're Community Bank Delaware. I don't know how that happened.
Right? Yeah, I can't imagine.
We've got supplies at both of those places. That's kind of happened. And I'll get some up to Jim's place in Bridgeville, so Jim will have some at Weller. So if you need one of these and you want to stop in and buy a trailer, Jim will probably give you a free trail guide with every trailer purchased.
Cool.
Okay. I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure, these books are free.
I think he said that. Go ahead and make that deal today.
I'm sure.
While he was gone.
Today only special.
Yeah.
A today only Weller special. If you show up and buy a trailer today, you get a free trail guide.
There you go.
And if you show up on Tuesday, you probably still get
one. Yeah.
Free trail guide.
Yeah.
So this we haven't been up to Milford Diner for a while. This place is filled up.
It's nice. Yeah.
We got some real celebrities here today. Did you know Debbie Short's here? Debbie Short is here. My wife Susan's here. We have the Gaffney man. Dale Dukes is here. Did you see all these fine people?
I
is it
saw
because
that.
of you?
I don't.
You just draw the stars.
I think he gives.
I think you just draw the stars.
Jim gives me the best guest. So
I think that's
there you
true.
Go.
So, but yeah, we work real hard at Rotary, and like I said, it's a great thing. It's a great group of people. We have a huge multi-billion-dollar foundation, to be quite honest, that we can tag on. And if I come back in another segment and we talk about things, I can tell you about a little secret, because I know Jim likes secrets. But our next big project that Rotary's working on is we're gonna try to build a handicap playground
Oh,
big
cool.
one, out between Georgetown and Lewis on Route 9.
Really?
Like we need more on Route 9.
Yeah.
But don't tell anybody about this though. But I thought we could tell Jim.
No more development on Route 9.
We're working on that, but more to come on that. So
cool, and we'll talk about this a little later on too today.
Okay.
This is, I would think this could have probably been just a little like bifold leaflet, but there's a lot of stuff here.
There's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of information. This is a great publication.
Last year we printed 10,000 of these books.
Yeah.
And we ran out the end of August. So
really?
This year we printed 15,000 books.
Wow.
And by the time it gets to the end of the year, and it's online. The book is online. If you can't get to it, it's on a website called debeachtraffic.com. debeachtraffic.com. And there's an online version there. So
how about that?
So and all because of the Cape Gazette. So thank you to Chris and those guys, and thanks to Jim for always stepping up and doing a part of it. So.
And for anybody here today, Jack has
we have in the house
copies with him here in the house. So.
In the house. So.
All right. Well, you'll be hanging around today.
I'm going to hang around.
Okay.
I think I've got these two lovely ladies I'm having breakfast with.
All right.
Yep. So.
Well,
we're good.
Okay, and we're going to see another wardrobe change here from Jim Weller and hear more from him coming up.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, take it away, Jim.
Okay, everybody, thank you for hanging in there with me, and I want to talk to you about another sponsor segment. I'm sorry I couldn't be there today, but Kevin's doing a great job, and I appreciate your participation. And don't forget, if you ever want to be on the show, let me know, look me up, and I'll tell you the details, okay? So in the meantime, let's brag on Jerry Santoro. Jerry's Lawn Care, okay? Jerry does pavers, irrigation systems. He does landscaping. If you need your grass cut, you need something mulched, he sells mulch. You can pick it up from him. You can have it delivered by him. You can have it spread by him. Whatever you need done. He does tree work, cutting down trees, trimming up trees, clearing lots if you're going to build a new house or a building. If you've just got some stumps that you want dealt with, he can deal with those. So his estimates are free. He's licensed. He's insured. He's honest. He's fair. He knows what he's doing. He does sell firewood also. And he does all kinds of things. So if I didn't list what he does, and you say, I wonder if Jerry does this, the only way you're going to find out is call Jerry, okay? Jerry Santoro, good friend of mine. I've been supporting him for years. He's been supporting the show for years, and he will do what he says he's going to do, and he's fair, and he's honest. He's got the manpower, and he's got the equipment, okay? And he answers his phone, he returns his calls, and he shows up when he says he's going to. So what's his name? Jerry. Jerry's Lawn and Tree Care on the Facebook, jlc-llc.com on the web. And if you would call him on the telly, it's 302-363-6025. 363-6025. In a little while, we're going to be giving away some Chick-fil-A gift cards. So stay tuned for how you get those for free. Okay? That's about it. Y'all take care. I'll see ya. I'll be back with more. Bye.
I just saw Jim adjust his earbuds, which he doesn't have in. But did you notice that? He has no earbuds, but he was adjusting them. Yeah. Oh, is that what it was? Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, he didn't have the microphone in front of him, so he wasn't driving. I can actually speak to Jerry's lawn care because Jerry's been taking care of my lawn for a while. He does a really good job. He's done tree removal. He's taking care of the lawn. He takes care of the irrigation and all the landscaping. And
he's Delmarva's #1 weed whacker. That's what they say.
There you go. And that voice is none other than Dan Gaffney. Good morning.
I didn't know I was coming on. Oh, good morning. I didn't know I was going to be on the radio. I'm here with my lovely wife, and we're having breakfast.
We are totally interrupting your breakfast.
Got called over here, which is unusual. I usually am doing the calling over.
Yeah. So I called Dan last night. We're gonna actually
breaking news.
Breaking news here. I called Dan last night, and I said, "You got a second?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "I got a couple shows that are coming up in Rehoboth, and we want to get the Dan Gaffney Mind Mystery Show.
Mystery Show.
Yes.
Which you have seen.
I have seen many
several
times. Yes, and it's extremely good. So, and we want to get you to be the opening act. And so these are two shows that are coming to Rehoboth Beach at the Convention Center, and this is the first time this is being announced. So it is August 29th, and the headliner for that show is going to be Wayne Newton. So you're going to be opening for Wayne Newton.
I'll be opening for Wayne Newton. It's like
Mr. Las Vegas.
Las Vegas in Rehoboth Beach.
Yes, that's going to be cool. That's Tuesday, August 29th, and then on December 10th, Engelberg Humperdinck.
Even more Las Vegas.
Yeah, there you go.
Las Vegas Part 2.
Yeah, so that's going to be a Christmas show. The December 10th will be a Christmas show.
All right.
The August 29th
now,
show would just
do you
be
think they'll mind? Am I supposed to take 2 hours? How long am I supposed to take when I open up for Wayne Newton?
These are details that we haven't worked out. The tickets aren't even on sale for this, so this is breaking news. But
all right,
I think it's going to be great. It's going to be fun.
It's kind of a good fit, really. I don't sing.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be stealing any of his thunder or anything, but we'll be doing Mind Mystery Show.
You won't be doing Dunkashane. He's not worried about that.
Right.
So yeah, okay.
Thank you, Kevin. Very excited to be opening up for Wayne Newton.
That's gonna be a lot of fun. So that's August 29th and then December 10th with Engelberg Humperdinck. So
thank you.
And you've got other shows coming up.
Saturday night, I'm at Beaches Seafood Restaurant.
Oh, that's right.
Milton. Anybody here going to Beaches?
We are.
A couple of people. All right.
Debbie and I are. Yeah, these guys are. Yeah.
I'm going to put in a few new routines, new experiments for Saturday night since you've seen the show a couple of times.
Cool.
So
every time I take somebody new to see you, they're just absolutely blown away.
Oh, good. Thank you.
And you always have new stuff when I see it. So
good. I heard you guys talking about the history of the diner and coming here when you were young. Let me tell you how old I am. I rode the train car that is now the diner back when it was on the tracks back in those days. I remember riding in that thing going down the line. That's how old I am.
Yeah, well, it's been here a while.
That's how old Wayne Newton is, actually.
I said
Sorry, Wayne,
the one
kidding.
caveat to these shows is that they both have to still be living on the night of the show. So,
looking forward to
I think it's going to be great. Yeah,
it is. It's going to be fun.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt your breakfast, but
No
thanks
problem.
for coming over here and spending some time with us.
Kevin Short, everybody. Let's hear it for Kevin. Yes.
Thank you. Thanks. We're going to go. Jim's got another ad, and then we'll be back. So here he is. New wardrobe.
Hey, it's me again. I want to talk about another sponsor segment, okay? This one is Chick-fil-A. Now, I really like eating at Chick-fil-A. When I got to get moving, they get me moving. Whether it's breakfast, whether it's lunch, whether it's dinner, whether it's a salad, whether it's a sandwich, whether it's nuggets, whether it is them waffle fries, whatever you may need, Chick-fil-A can take care of you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They also have gift cards. They also deliver. They also have drive-through. No matter how long the line, it always moves quick. So anyway, if you're hungry, if you want some food, if you want some, like you're having an event and you need a larger portions or you need some extra sides or whatever, they can accommodate. Plus their sweet tea and lemonade is great. So here's the deal. Let's give away some gift cards to Chick-fil-A right this minute, okay? Here's how we're going to do it. You got to write down this number. You ready? It's 302-751-5001. This is the super secret number, 751-5001. Let me say it one more time, 302-751-5001. Dial it in that order and say, Jim, I would like 2 gift cards to Chick-fil-A. Two of them. Now, what are they for? They're for the number 1 meal or the 8-count nugget meal. It's that simple. They're good at all Chick-fil-A's. And they're good till the end of this year. And what you do is you call 302-751-5001, leave your name, leave your number, and say, Jim, I'd like 2 gift cards to Chick-fil-A, and I will set them aside for you at Weller's in Bridgeville next week, Tuesday through Saturday, and you can pick them up then, okay? Got to pick them up next week. After that, they're off the table, okay? It's that simple. Free Chick-fil-A gift cards, 2 of them, for free. Call me right now. Other than that, Kevin. Thank you very much for doing this show. I really appreciate it. And you are a true professional. Thank you. I'll see ya. I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing with you. Okay? I'll see y'all. Goodbye. Get out of here, Jim. Bye.
Just let it go. Yeah.
So
all right,
we're
good
going right to
timing.
the radio.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're still on TV.
All right,
and
so we're still
on
here.
Facebook and still on YouTube.
I wasn't exactly sure what was going on.
Yeah, right. That was good timing.
Yeah, but that was.
It worked out good. So anyway,
we're a half hour into this thing.
Yeah. Right. For those that didn't see Jim in that, he had a different shirt on. This was he had a
that's the third one.
Hot pink muscle shirt on with a straw hat. So.
So We talked about TV Delmarva. You want to talk
Yes.
about Wall Service Center? What do you want to talk about? It's up to you.
Well, I want to say Wayne Newton is only 81 years old, and still performing. And you think about Willie Nelson is 90 years old.
That's right. Yeah.
And still performing.
Yeah.
And he's still good.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, I don't know that Wayne Newton.
And I think Wayne Newton's probably still good.
Yeah, I'm not
too.
saying that's not what I meant.
Well, that's what you said.
That's not how I was meaning
all right.
it.
Yeah, okay.
But Willie Nelson, I know for a fact, is still good.
No,
I've seen him, and
he does. I actually didn't see him, but I heard him live at Farm Aid this year. So
okay.
yeah,
Farm Aid, that's still going on. Man,
Yep.
that's been around a long time. He's one of the original.
he's the original.
The original,
He started it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so Willie Nelson, and then Frankie Valli. I don't know how old he is, but he's still going around performing.
Yes.
He stands there. He doesn't have the moves
He
much anymore.
doesn't do a lot of
and
dancing,
His high
but-
notes aren't
yeah.
so high anymore.
Yeah.
But the guy's 90-some years old, I think.
That's some of that-
late 80s.
There you go.
Yeah.
But I think this is going to be a good show. So
I think it is too.
It's going to be exciting.
Yep.
So.
Yep. And Engelbert Humperdinck, he was good. I know more of his stuff than Wayne Newton. So, but Wayne Newton is definitely a big name. Big name.
Child star. Started out young.
He was an actor, wasn't he?
Well, just
Didn't
a
he do some
child singer. I think his first record, he was like 14 or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then did a
long career.
Run in Vegas forever. So
Wow. Was he in Vegas at 14?
no,
imagine growing up in Vegas?
but he spent a lot of time there. So
Wow. Yeah.
anyway, that's gonna be good. So
That is going to be good. So and good for Dan and good for Wayne Newton to have Dan opening a
that's
show.
exactly right. That's exactly right. And that's a cool thing to do in Rehoboth too. It's a good show for Rehoboth. I think it'll be fun.
Can you say where it is yet? Or?
Yeah, the convention center.
It's at the convention center.
Yeah,
Okay.
at the convention
All right.
center. And the tickets aren't on sale yet. There's more information
Right.
to come. But this was breaking news. So
Yeah, that's great.
we thought we'd talk about
That's
that today.
really
so.
good. Yeah.
So Wall Service Center.
Yeah, we'll talk about Wall Service Center. So
All
Wall
right.
Service Center, we're right here in downtown Milford, and we've been there for 65 plus years.
Wow.
65 years we've been there, and
After Dan rode the rail car
that's
in.
right. Yeah. He dropped his car off over there to have it have it lubed.
Yeah.
And we put new tubes in his tires.
And that's new, right? The tire business.
Yeah, so we are in the tire business, and
We just got tires from you.
You did. You got a couple sets of tires
Yep.
from us. Yeah, so thank you for that. And we almost did an alignment for you too.
Almost. And what? We want to talk about that? So it wouldn't fit? Is that the deal?
We didn't realize that truck was so long. Yeah. I mean, that truck is like a mile long, Kevin. Yeah.
I got a call.
You can leave somewhere and get somewhere at exactly the same time.
Colin said
So long.
we can't do this alignment. The truck won't fit. But it is an abnormally long.
It is, yeah.
It is.
Yeah, we can do most.
Yeah,
we can do most passenger
standard-
vehicles, and even
standard vehicles
1 ton.
you
We've
can
done
do.
other 1 ton trucks, no problem.
Yeah, it's got that extended cab, and
Yeah.
it's long.
Yeah.
So, well, you can always build on.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've got plenty of room there. So.
We do. We really do. Yeah. Yep. So anyway, Wall Service Center, downtown Milford, all types of auto repairs from engines, transmissions, down to an oil change, or even putting air in your tires. We'll just put air in your tires if you want. You pull up by the Pepsi machine, beep your horn.
And air's free. You just pull up.
It's free while supplies last. though.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can't forget that. Free air while supplies last.
And how, do you have a lot of people that just do that? Just pop up?
Yeah, believe it
Blow
or
the
not,
horn?
we actually do. And it's a good way for people to learn about Wall Service Center. It's you're not spending any money. We're not going to sell you anything.
Right.
You're just going to come up there. You're going to get some air in your tires. You might have that little light in your dash come on. So it's very.
And you'll do it for them. You'll actually put the air in.
Yeah, we'll do it for them. Yeah,
Wow.
and it's not like some of these places. I've heard stories that you go up and it might be free. It may be some of
Right.
these gas stations. Sometimes you got to pay, but you end up letting out more air than you put in.
This is a strange thing. I have in my vehicle. You have a display that shows the car, and it shows all 4 tires.
Yes.
And it tells you what the air pressure is in which tire.
Yep.
I cannot figure out that display if the car's upside down or if it's right side up. So
It's inside out, I think, is what it is.
well, so if the tire is low on the left front, is that really my left front or is it the right
so it's
rear?
like you're looking down because I've got the same.
Yeah, so it's
We both have GMCs.
So what's
Yeah,
the orientation? Because I always put air in the wrong tire.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
Just fill them all up. Just fill them up.
that's what ends up happening. Yeah. So the orientation.
So
is
it's
if-
like you're looking down from the top of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So the left front, which would be the top of the
But the
display.
graphic is the upside down version of the vehicle.
No,
That's
you
what-
can't see the exhaust.
You can. You can see the workings of the.
Oh,
yeah,
can you?
yeah.
Oh, well, it's transparent then.
Yeah.
It's
so-
that you've got your sunroof open. That's what it is. So you can see.
It confuses me. So.
Right. Yes, you're looking from the top down is what that is.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
well, it's helpful, but then you never know. That's what I end up doing is putting air in all four tires.
Yeah, we
and-
used to call them foolproof, until this conversation. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
yeah. Well, it fooled me, so there's no doubt about it.
No, but that's what it is. But if you have any questions, you can just stop by Wall Service Center. We'd be happy to help you with that, and take a look at it and let you know which tire is low.
And I probably shouldn't mention this, but because of this, there we go. We're back on the air, so we'll talk about this later.
All right, sounds good,
All right,
Kevin.
cool. I will bring that up. All right, we're back. We are back live. It is the second half hour of the Weller Does Delmarva show. Kevin Short in for the vacationing Jim Weller, who's somewhere in I don't know, Pennsylvania or somewhere. He's off today, so he's on vacation, and he has trusted me to come in and do the show, and he's taking his life in his own hands by doing that. So, anyway, I'm going to. I'm being joined by my wife.
Good.
How are you this morning? This is scary.
Doing well. How are you
This could go. This we need to stop for a picture. I'm pausing because if we're doing the picture, I'm not actually talking. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Good morning, dear.
Good morning, dear. This is something we don't do. Jim and Denise do this. We'll see how this works.
All right.
Where's the nearest divorce court? Let's see how this next 5 minutes works. So how's your morning going?
My morning is fabulous.
I saw you were hanging out with Jack and
The
Susan.
Riddles, yes.
Yep, cool.
It's always good. And my niece Nancy and
Yeah, I saw that. And Corey are here. Yep,
my friend Snooky and Pat are here.
yep.
And
So
Gaffney and Becky. And
yeah, that was a
gang's all
surprise
here.
from Dan. That was good. That was cool.
Yeah.
It's going to be it's a busy day for you. You're working today.
I work every day. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Wait
you're working for me today.
I'm working for you today. That's
Yes,
correct.
you're on your way to move people around from the Freeman stage.
That's correct.
So we've got to provide some transportation to move some vehicles.
Yes.
You're not driving the trucks, but you're taking the truck drivers to the trucks.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
Yes.
I'm doing whatever you say.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. Can I get a recording of that? Just
Write it down.
That may come in handy at some point. So.
Yes, yes. Outside that, it's going to be a pretty chill day. I may ride down to see our son a little bit later today.
Cool.
Check on him. and-
All right. Could you go to the
What's going on?
sunrise? All right. Yeah.
Yes. I might go down and see him and see what he's doing. And
Cool.
so outside that,
Well, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on for us, and you're going to go down to the Freeman stage. Tonight is Grand Funk Railroad down there, and then tomorrow is Cheap Trick. And we've got a lot of stuff going on today, so you had to move some people around, and you're going to go help with that because I'm here. So
yes. And
there you go.
when I walked in the door, the fine folks here at the Milford Diner said, if you're ready to work, we're ready to put you to work.
They were ready for you to start serving.
They're
Yeah.
ready for me to start,
So-
yes, anytime they're ready for me. And that's nice. So I guess I should say on their behalf that they're looking for servers. So if you're a server and you're looking for some work, come to the Milford Diner and present yourself and we'll see what we can work out.
Looks like a nice place to work.
Yes.
They got great people here.
They do.
So
Very friendly,
They were
very
very.
friendly staff, great food.
They were on top of it this morning when we got here. So,
Yes.
and I'm looking forward to breakfast when this is all over. So
Oh, that's right. You didn't eat yet. I had
did not.
wonderful scrambled eggs and
cool.
I'll stop.
That's okay. That's fine. That's all right. That's all right.
But they
Well,
have fresh fruit today too, by the way.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be having that.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. So,
How much fresh fruit have you seen me eat? Okay.
an apple.
Yeah. We had apples last night. That's right.
did.
We
We had
did
apples
for dinner. You
last
cooked
night.
apples. Yeah, that's right.
Cooked
Yeah.
apples last night. So anyway,
This is riveting broadcasting right here. I tell you,
it
this
is.
is
Yes,
yeah.
it
it's-
is. Yes,
people are
it
going to be tuning in for this, so
Yes, they will.
they'll
Yes,
be
they will.
watching this again on Facebook.
yes. the
All
guys
right.
at
Well,
Kevin and Debbie Short.
thank you for hanging out, and
Of course.
and I'll be home later.
Okay.
So
Well,
I will see you in a little while.
continue to do the good job that you're doing on behalf of Jim. And
What does Jim say when he's trying to get the guest off the show?
I'm going to let you go.
I'm
now.
going to let you
I'm
go
gonna
now.
let you go.
Yeah, I'm going to let you go now. Yeah.
Well,
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome, dear.
All right, that is the lovely Debbie Short. So let's see. There's a lot going on here. If you're in the area, stop by. We're here at the Milford Diner, and we'd love to have you come by and have breakfast with us this morning. We're going to be here till 9 o'clock, and we're live on the radio, we're live on Facebook, and we're live on TV Delmarva, and we're live in person. So stop by and have breakfast with us. And we've got some more we're going to hear again from Jim Weller, and then we've got some more guests. So we're going to let Jim take it away. So here's Jim.
Okay, everybody, it's Jim Weller here with another sponsor segment. Now, this is something everybody really, really needs. You need a good accountant. So I'm speaking of my friend George Luff and his son Tyler. George and Tyler Luff own and operate Luff and Associates, okay? And they have 3 locations. They have one in Milford, they have one in Dover, and they have one in Rehoboth, okay? So they're very conveniently located. So if you need help with your accounting, if you own a business and you are like, I've been doing it myself, I just can't do it any longer, don't want to do it any longer, or whoever you're dealing with, you don't think they're maximizing your tax savings, check out Luff and Associates. I've dealt with them for years and been very happy, very happy. So I just want you to know they also do payroll, meaning they have a system called Easy Payroll. And if you are a business and you've been doing your own payroll, you've been dealing with a company that's just not giving you the results you want, just give Luff a call, okay? It's that simple, Luff and Associates. So I just want to let you know that if you need accounting work or you need help with payroll, their Easy Payroll system works for Wellers, okay? So what's their phone number? It's 302-422-9699. That's 302-422-9699. Also, it's Luff, Luff, CPAs.com on the web. And you can give them a call or check them out on the web and tell them Jim Weller sent you. Other than that, that's about it. We're going to be giving away some other things before the show is over. And I want to say thanks a lot to everybody there. And if you're there in the audience, hello, I miss you. And I'll see you next week, everybody, okay? Thank you. Kevin, take it away.
All right, we're back, and back live here at the Milford Diner. Kevin Short sitting in for the vacationing Jim Weller, and we're going to actually talk about Wellers right now because we have Chuck Creighton from Wellers.
Right. Morning,
so
Kevin.
Good morning, and so what's going on at Wellers today, or just in general?
Well, in general, we're just talking about our large inventory of trailers. And a large selection, different varieties. I mean, we've got so many trailers in stock right now. We've got small little, like 5x8 homeowner trailers, your middle grade homeowner trailers, then we get up to your bigger, heavier equipment trailers for contractors and stuff. Also dump trailers, enclosed trailers. Pretty much if it's a trailer, we've got it on the yard for sale, except for, livestock or horse trailers. We don't carry anything like that. But
and you do a lot of custom trailers too, because
we do custom.
What was that thing you sold me?
that was custom. Me and one of your guys sat there and designed it out. Yeah, like it's 8 foot tall.
It's extremely tall.
Yeah. It's a parachute behind your truck, I'm sure. But they needed the space, I guess, to haul the equipment that you haul around on.
They love it. They love that trailer.
Really, and we went with the more commercial grade Pace American trailer for that one.
Right.
And I believe that trailer will last you. I think your last trailer you got will last you 15 years or so.
Yeah, probably.
This one should be a 30 or so.
Wow, cool.
But we can design. If you come to us.
I think what happened was one of my guys sit down. They talked about what our specific needs were, and then you put the thing together, gave us a quote, and you had some options, and then we talked about that as a company, and then decided.
Between you, me, and Jim, actually, Jim got involved too because he had a couple little more tweaks that he thought that you needed.
Yeah.
So we have experts on staff. If you come in and tell us what you need a trailer for, we can pretty much design anything to suit your needs.
And that's because there are people that have needs that they just don't need something that's off the shelf.
Right.
And because we had this, some unique situations, but it didn't even take long to get. I mean, really, I don't know how long it was.
The manufacturers are getting better. COVID kind of messed everything up for a while.
Right. Yeah, for all of us. Yeah.
Yeah, it went from like 8 months to a year to get a trailer to now we get one custom built like yours was, I think, about 3 months.
I was going to say it was probably right about 3 months.
Yeah.
It was shorter than what you had guesstimated, and it came in a couple weeks.
It came in. We think right about the end of the year, and it came in about a couple weeks before that.
Yep.
So and that's nice. We can always get you close to what your expectations. I've got one now that's right about the due date. It still hasn't got there yet. So Sometimes it's a little plus, sometimes a little minus. Can't set a clock to
Right,
it.
yeah.
But stuff happens. But yeah, we have a incredible staff that knows exactly how to ask the questions to get what you need to use in a trailer.
Now, when you drive by Weller's, there is a lot of trailers on that lot.
A lot of trailers.
How many are you? What's the standard inventory there?
I think Jim likes around between 500 and 600 trailers.
Hello, that's a lot of trailers.
And we say, Jim, we got plenty of trailers. I think we can just lay back a little bit. Next thing I know, 5 loads are coming in next week. He said, I got to buy something. He's always wanting to buy trailers. Somebody will give him a deal.
Yeah,
he's a deal master.
There's no doubt. He does like spending money.
Yep.
So
he wants to get the most out of his dollar. When he finds the opportunity to do that, he jumps on it.
Yeah, exactly.
He stretches them out. That's for sure.
Yeah. We could save $20 if we bought 50 of these. Yeah. So, tons of selection, and that makes a big difference because there are other places where people could buy trailers,
right?
But you got like 2 or 3, and
they're like cookie cutters.
Exactly.
You got the plain Jane stuff,
and probably a lot of those places, there's nobody there that really understands.
Right. They're just people that'll sell you stuff that's on the shelf and don't know your needs.
Exactly.
We have another thing. We have trailers that are colors. You don't see a whole lot of open equipment or utility trailers in colors. We have I went yesterday, did a video, my little Facebook video on a Master Tow landscape trailer, 82 by 16, commercial grade, landscape trailer, but it's blue.
Really?
And people say, well, you want a blue trailer? Well, some companies really, they have the colors. They really live by that.
Yeah.
The color identifies them.
Yeah.
So we can get trailers with colors to help you identify your, keep your corporate.
How about that?
Look.
Yeah.
So, and we have a lot of that stuff in stock. The colors: blue, red, green, gray. We have a lot of different colors in utility trailers in stock, not just the black.
Wow.
The black goes with everything. That's what I always say. Any color you want, as long as it's black. But we have the custom colors as well, and we have the ability to get stuff custom.
I never even thought about that you could get a trailer in a custom color.
Yeah,
but,
we sell the B-Wise dump trailers. They powder coat those things, and they will powder coat them in colors. A lot of companies won't powder coat nothing black. They'll powder coat lime green trailers.
Wow, how about that?
Anything you might want.
Well, there's plenty of selection, and you've got a lot of people there at Weller's that are ready to take care of you, and they know what's going on in the trailer world. So
that's right. Well, not alone trailer world, the carport, sheds, and swing
right.
sets.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Mike, my assistant manager, he's really good with carports and sheds. Jimmy, he's good with everything, and Rosa's really good with everything as well. But I'm more of a trailer expert. Mike's the shed expert, and then we've got a staff that'll get all anything you might need, any questions you might have. We can get it answered and get you what you need.
Well, that's you've been doing it a long time, and I know that Jim was happy to get you on board with all of your trailer experience, and it's been a good fit. So
it's been a real good fit. I believe so.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming by, and I'm sure Jim's watching, so we'll find out how we did.
Okay. Yeah.
And you'll probably find out before I do.
I'll find out on the way back to Israel. But if you need us today, give us a call. We're open 8 to 2 today. 302-337-8228. Come by and see us or give us a call.
Oh, cool. Well, all right. Well, thank you, and I appreciate you stopping by.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Take care. And that's what's going on at Weller's today. So, lots happening there with sheds and trailers and carports and all kinds of stuff. So, we've got lots going on today. We're here at the Milford Diner, and people are having breakfast. We've got a good crowd and a lot of guests that are coming up, and we'd love you to join us. And I keep seeing this on here to hit share on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, share the show. If you're listening on the radio, just keep tuning in, and we've got lots more to come. But right now, we're going to hear from Jim. We'll be right back.
Okay, everybody, it's Jim Weller. I'm back at you, and this is another sponsor segment. It's my good friends Bill and Heather Anderson from Dry Zone, okay? You've heard me speak of Dry Zone now year after year. They've been involved with the show from the very get-go. So I just want you to know that Dry Zone is a locally owned and operated company. They are a first-class company. They do crawl space encapsulation. They do it like nobody else. They use the right materials. They're not down at the big box stores buying their stuff. They've got the right stuff to do the job the right way the first time around, okay? Also, they do poly level. That's where they can level up concrete. So if you got some sinking or sagging concrete, they can help you with that. especially if it's a tripping hazard around the pool. They also do structural things. They also can help you if you've got a leaky basement. So there's a lot of things they do. And speaking of other things, they have another division called Hello Garage, where they can take your garage floor and make it look like new, okay? On top of that, they have shelving options, and they have some material, like if you wanted to build some walls, or if your sheetrock's got a little moldy, they've got a material they could put up that will stand up to high humidity, whether it's in your basement or your garage. So there's Hello Garage, and then on top of that, there is Dry Zone. So 2 companies, 1 location right there in Ellendale, Delaware, in the Big Red Dry Zone worldwide headquarters. What's the phone number, Jim? The phone number, 302-684-5034, 684-5034. You got 2 Facebook pages to like. Like them both if you would, okay? One is Dry Zone and one is Hello Garage. Other than that, give them a call, tell them I sent you. And if you're looking for a career change, Dry Zone is always looking for more people to add to Team Dry Zone. Okay, on a side note, a separate note, we still got those canopies, 13 by 13 pop-up canopies, brand new. They're made by Coleman. They have a retail price of $229. I'm more than 50% off, $100 at Weller's. Other than that, Kevin, I'll see you later. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.
All right, and we're back.
We're back here.
we're all back. I got Jack Riddle is back with me, and you wanted to say something about Dry Zone. You've had some personal experience with
I
them.
absolutely did. I've known those folks for, gosh, I don't know how long, but I was a real skeptic. I got to be honest with you. And a couple of years ago, we had a sidewalk that kind of collapsed, and all these people wanted to come tear it out and do all this stuff. And actually, Jim said, no, talk to Bill and Heather. And these guys came out on this show, and we did a live broadcast from my front yard.
Yeah.
And they raised this sidewalk while we watched this. And I'm still in amazement. I mean, literally, in a 2-hour show, they fixed this sidewalk. I didn't have to tear everything. So I have a lot of respect for those guys. The other side of the coin is, I happen to be on the board of an HOA. Our HOA has condos with water problems, and so we needed a company to come in and help us with the water and do the encapsulation and all that stuff, and we hired Dry Zone to do it. So Dry Zone came in and did encapsulations on, oh my gosh, I don't know, 10, 12, 15 units.
Wow.
Professional, in, out, done, show up when you're supposed to, do what they're supposed to. There's a lot of these companies running around doing it, but all I can tell you is you call Dry Zone, they'll answer the phone, they'll be there when they say they're going to do, they show up, they do it, you pay them. I mean, it's just a great organization. So if you're doing, and this Hello Garage thing you're doing now is even more amazing.
They've done some of that work for me, and it is.
It's crazy. So I would encourage everybody. I mean, I know Jim's a big supporter of Dry Zone. I'm a big supporter of Dry Zone. Good people, local company, locally owned, and they show up when they're supposed to, do what they're supposed to. So dryzone.com on the web, I guess.
Cool. You're going to be around for a while?
I'm gonna go over there and hang out and have another cup of coffee.
Okay, and then we'll have you back. All right. Thank you, Jack. All right, and we've got some more guests coming our way here. This is the Weller Does Delmarva show. Kevin Short sitting in for Jim Weller. We're here at the Milford Diner, and just come on in here. And we've got a couple of guests from. I know one of these guys. I know one of these people really well. So, how you doing, Dale?
Good morning.
I think we got to make sure that's on. Hang on a second.
Is it on?
Yeah, there we go.
You're live.
So we have Dale Dukes, and you can.
Pastor Leza Smack.
Hi, Leza. How are you doing?
I am well. How are you today?
I'm great. And you guys are here to talk about a kind of an institution in Sussex County.
Yes.
We're here to talk about Carey's Camp.
Yes, this is our 133rd camp this year,
And Dale has been at every one of those.
yes,
Yes.
Yeah. Original.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
and I will just share a little story about Dale. My first year at Carey's, 9th day into camp, he says, "I think it's wonderful that the pastor is supporting the camp." And I looked at him strange, like, what else would I be doing? And he says, because they've always taken vacation. And I was like, why didn't anybody tell me that?
Well, you waited until 9 days in.
Yeah, 9 days in.
Yeah, to share that information. So this is the lineup.
Yes.
You want to kind of run through this?
Well, we're excited to once again have Frank Shelton back with us. He's coming back from Paris, and he will be lined up with Dave Morgan, who's anybody that Sussex County knows. Dave Morgan can really sing. And we've just got a great lineup. You want to talk about Ed O'Neill?
Ed O'Neill has been with Dixon Miller Boys for over 60 years. He recently retired. And Ed's coming up with McRae Dove. McRae used to be with the Dixon Miller Boys. And the two of them are going to do a concert.
Oh, really?
And tell about old stories on the road and so forth. Ed is full of those because after traveling 60 years on the road, Frank Shelton, as she mentioned, as we speak, is in Paris, France. Frank was with Billy Graham for 6 years, and he's in Paris because he's the chaplain for the 2024 Summer Olympics. So he's over there making plans for the Summer Olympics. And then, of course, we have the Adoration, Calvary's Hill. We have a very good lineup, and Pastor Curtis Jones from Discover Church in Georgetown will be there. My son Tim Dukes.
Yeah, I saw that here.
There's a bunch of them, and it's going to be a good lineup for camp.
Yes, and we also have youth services starting on, what is that, the 4th? No, that's wrong.
Friday night, August
4th. No, they start on Monday, July 31st, and it'll run through Friday, August the 4th. There will be VBS. Last year, we were inundated with 152 children.
Wow.
We're hoping to double that this year.
Excellent.
And it'll be fun. And then also on that same night, August the 4th at 5 o'clock, we'll have a bonfire for the kids, hot dogs, hamburgers. So we're just looking forward to a great camp. And it's not just for church people; it's for anybody.
Well, that's what's amazing about Carey's camp. I've been there many times, but for anyone who's not actually attended Carey's camp or doesn't know about it, it's kind of. Can you tell them what they could expect? Because it's unique. I mean, it's you got a tabernacle. It's a sawdust floor, but that whole area is surrounded by what you call tents.
Yes.
But they're not. They're cottages. I mean, they're not tents in the.
I guess they're cottages.
They're not portable.
Cabins.
Yeah, they're
Right.
I mean, they're wood structures.
Right.
And that surrounds the outside, and people stay there for the whole week. And then you have other guests that people camp there as well.
Yes, we have campsites there.
Okay. And then you have you've got you got concession stands, for food that's on site, and then.
Food.
And then there's a service every night. That's kind of the highlight of the evening. So
I tell everybody, you'll come for the ice cream and you'll stay for the word.
there you go. Okay.
I remember, Kevin, you used to come there when you were a small child.
Yeah.
What age were you when you started coming there and singing?
I don't know how I was young.
Very young.
When I was probably maybe 12, 13, something like that. Yeah.
I would think you're probably younger than that.
It might have been 10 or 12. Yeah.
I remember you coming there and singing.
Yep. It's a unique thing, and there used to be a lot of these areas around the county or the Eastern Shore, and there are only a couple now that survive. And
Right.
It's great for people to support this because it's a tradition that if it goes away, this kind of thing's it won't come back.
Right.
So
it's gone.
Yeah.
Well, we are the oldest active camp in Delaware.
Wow. How about that?
It's exciting. It's family oriented. Even if you're just traveling and you need a place to visit, Carey's Camp is a great place to visit.
Well, I know when I've gone, and I've been there as a performer, I've been there as an attendee, and I've always had a great time.
Well, last year we had some people out.
It starts the last Wednesday of July and goes through till August the 6th on Sunday night. So it's every night at 7:30 p.m.
Excellent. And people can come early and kind of stay late. There's a lot of socializing that goes on before and after.
A lot of people there met their spouse
Yep.
and married, and there's just That's where you meet them if you're single.
There you go. There you go.
You better be single.
All right.
Is it this time or next?
Well, we are always looking forward to Carey's Camp coming up, and that does begin on July 26th, which is really just around the corner.
Yes.
It is. We are leaving for the, we're taking a break on the radio. The news is coming up. We'll stay live on Facebook and TV Delmarva, so stay with us, and we'll be right back. This is Weller Does Delmarva.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. And we are still on Facebook and TV Delmarva, and we're going to be joined back by with Colin Walls here, I believe, and we will talk some more. We're going to talk about TV Delmarva this time around.
Maybe. You said there was something you were going to talk about Wall Service Center, and you're like, oh, I'll talk about that next time.
I don't remember what that was. Did I forget already?
Yeah, you forgot.
I don't know.
It's okay.
I don't know what it was.
That's all right. I'll make something up.
Okay.
You were going to talk about how all this work you need done on your vehicles.
That's
and you want to bring up all the Wall Service
Oh,
Center.
I was going to talk about Debbie's. So, maybe I shouldn't talk about this, but Debbie's AAA card.
Okay.
She got a thing in the mail that says, your credit card's expired, so you got to send a new credit card in because that's been like auto pay.
Oh, yes.
And I said,
just went through all this too.
I said, why are you going to renew that? You got the card from AC Delco,
right?
And from Colin, and she said, okay. So that was $100 and some bucks we just saved,
right? And so what you're talking about is the free roadside assistance.
Yep.
Anytime you get just an oil change, you're going to get free roadside assistance at Wall Service Center, and this is a good service. This isn't, it's not just, one guy that might come out or whatever. This is a whole network that covers you across the country, just like these auto clubs do. So it's gonna cover towing.
Yep. Fuel.
I mean, if you've had anything towed recently, I mean, it's $150.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Even right around the corner is $150, or $100. So the prices of everything are going up. And that's not saying anything about the tow companies. I know they've got to charge what they got to charge.
Sure.
But if you lock your keys in your car, if you need a jump start, dead battery, jump start, they'll jump you and get you. And then if for some reason they can't jump you, well, they're going to send a tow truck.
Or if you're like me and you think that low fuel light is just a suggestion,
right? Yes. Yeah.
and there's absolutely no way you don't have enough fuel to get to the next gas station, and you're actually wrong.
I had an incident the other day where it was just an evening, and I was just ready to be home, and I was done for the day, and the low fuel light was on, and I'm like, you know what? I'll get it in the morning.
Yeah.
That's always a bad idea.
Yeah, it's never good.
Because in the morning you're ready to go and get going, and sometimes do it at the end of the day.
There was a couple Christmases ago. It was Christmas morning, and we were going to visit family up in Middletown, and I looked down and saw the low fuel light was on, and I thought, we're close. I don't know how long it had been on. It was below. It was below when it actually tells you how many miles you have left. It was just
Yes.
So, but I thought I don't know. I wasn't paying any attention. Let me get the family there. I'll drop them off, and I'll go run and get fuel. Which is adding more time to the trip.
Did you say Christmas Eve?
It's Christmas Day.
Christmas Day.
This is morning.
Yes, the most convenient day of the year.
And so then so at that point I didn't have your card. It was AAA, but they came and brought fuel on Route 1 because I sure enough ran out. Yeah.
Yep.
It was a bad deal. But that there's value in that, because in this situation she didn't have to renew her card because she had an oil change recently. She gets all her service done there at Walls, and that just comes with it.
Yep.
And does it expire? Does it last for a year? Or?
So every time you get a service done, the 1 year resets. So it's good for 1 year.
And most people have service done more than once a year.
If you're not having an oil change done at least once a year, you really should.
Yeah.
Even if you don't hit the mileage mark, the whatever the mileage is, you should have it done at least once a year. So if you're getting that done, it's going to reset every year, and and it works great. So and I'm not just saying it from the perspective of it's supposed to work great. I know for a fact that it works great. And, I know many people who have used it. Rick Fowler, a good sponsor of the show, he had his work truck, just one of his little service trucks, and it broke down. on him, and it was actually on the road, and they got there quick. Now they do prioritize. If you're broke down on the road, you're a little higher on the list than you are if it just won't start at your house.
Right. Yeah.
So keep that in mind. But yeah,
so always tell them you're on the road.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right.
Man, I was on the road, but I pushed it in this yard.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just happens to be my yard.
Yeah.
But anyway, they got right out there to him and got it towed over to us. So yeah, and I'm really happy with the quality of service that they've given our customers. So
that's great. I mean, that is
and it's
huge
AC Delco, so
value added.
Yeah, I mean,
because it costs. You do the service and you get the card. I mean, there's no additional fee.
Right.
That.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It really is.
Yeah, it would be different if AAA gave you an oil change.
Yeah, but they don't do that.
They don't do that.
Yeah.
No. Hey, speaking of oil changes, and when we have Debbie's car or anybody's car in there, we're looking this thing over. We're not just spinning oil.
No, there is a complete list that comes with that you do a multi-point inspection and go through the whole vehicle.
Right, and don't tell Debbie this, but we don't give her any special treatment. That's the treatment that everybody gets.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't tell
she
her.
thinks it's just for her.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go. Well, we're back on the radio. All right. And this is Weller Does Delmarva. I am Kevin Short, in for the vacationing Jim Weller, who, have we heard from Jim? Has he called in? Has he's had any comments or anything since we started? Maybe I shouldn't ask that question. So I'm sure I'll hear as soon as I leave. A lot going on here today. We're here at the Milford Diner, and a lot of people joining us for breakfast, and lots of guests today. A lot going on. We're in the final hour of the show, and it's just kind of speeding by. So if you get a chance, if you're in the Milford area, stop by and join the live audience. And if not, you're listening to us on 105.9, and we also are on Facebook and on TV Delmarva. So it's good to be here with Linda Price from the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. I was excited to see that you were on the guest list.
Well, I'm excited that you told me and reminded me.
Okay. What's that? Now or after, do it now? Are we behind? Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're going to hear from Jim, and then we're going to talk to Linda. So stay tuned. Linda Price is coming up. Here is Jim Weller.
Are you there? Hey, everybody, Jim Weller again, and I just want to let you know that this is a sponsor segment. I want to say thank you to Ryan Brower, Top Flight Heating and Air. He is a sponsor of the show, but he is somebody that I deal with, and I'm highly recommending him. So if you are saying, man, my air conditioner's just not working just right, or I got a room that's always hot and I want to check on one of them ductless systems, what's involved in putting one of them in, whatever you need done. So whether it's maintenance, whether it's a replacement, whether it's a new upgrade, whether you're building an addition or a whole new home, Ryan Brower, call topflight.com. Top Flight Heating and Air. He will do you a good job. He's got a good team of people. They're licensed, they're insured, their vehicles are lettered, they're wearing uniforms. When you want to make an appointment, you make it on your terms. You can go to their website. Go to their website, which is calltopflight.com. Go there any time of the day or night, and you will see available appointments right there. You don't have to wait for somebody to call you back or anything, and you can schedule your appointment right online. I did it myself one time, 6 o'clock in the morning. I scheduled like an 8 or 10 o'clock appointment, and they were there. I was like, this is service, okay? So they return their phone calls. They're licensed. They're insured. They know what they're doing. They've got the parts. They've got the know-how, and they will get your job done. So if you want an experience like no other, call Top Flight. Call Ryan Brower and his team at 302-329-8003. 329-8003. On the web, go to calltopflight.com. It's that simple, okay? And Ryan and his team will do a really good job for you. I've been very happy with them. And like their Facebook page, they're always putting good information out there, okay? And ask them about getting in the club, the maintenance agreement. Also ask about that. Only $20 a month. Other than that, I got to go. Y'all take care. I'll be back with more. I promise. I'll see you. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you. And that is the 5th shirt I've seen Jim Weller in this morning. So we're on shirt number 5. So as mentioned, here is, as promised, actually, this is Linda Price with the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce. And there is a lot of exciting stuff. We're going to get to Wings and Wheels. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about that. But You said this week is coming to the grand opening?
This coming week, yes.
There's some big things happening in Georgetown.
Yes, there are. It's the long-awaited opening of Wawa on Thursday.
Wow.
So, finally, for sure. So that's the big thing. So they actually open their doors at 8, and our ribbon cutting is at 1:30 based on their timeline. But there's a hoagie competition between the fire and the police department. Hoagie making. So that's really exciting. And then Wawa is donating $1,000 to each team for the charity of their choice.
Okay.
And then we'll have the Sussex Tech cheerleaders, and they're donating $500 to their charity of choice. And then all the food that's used on that, they'll donate to the shelters in Georgetown. And then so then we go right next door.
This has been a long-awaited thing in
has
Georgetown.
been. It has been.
And Wawa's been under construction for quite a long time.
Yeah. Yes, we won't go in through all the permitting problems, but anyway. So Mach 1 Car Wash right next door to that.
Is that going to open at the same time?
It's open now, but we're going to do the ribbon cutting for them the same day.
So it's actually open.
Yes, it is open.
Okay,
Yep.
excellent.
So those are the two things, and then we're really, really close to Revelation. I think they're going to be doing a soft opening end of this month, early beginning of July. But once they finally got all their permitting and stuff, they've been going hog wild crazy. But they're doing a 3,000 square foot pavilion out there, and so a lot of the things that they're doing at Hudson Fields, they're going to be doing in Georgetown. So we've been in communication with them and their marketing department. I'm really excited to hopefully do a lot of what they're talking about doing in Georgetown.
Cool, that's exciting.
It is. It really is. Yep.
And then, of course, the big event for the chamber, the annual event that's been Wings and Wheels.
Yes.
So you want to talk about that? What's the date for Wings and Wheels?
Okay, so it's October 7th is the actual event day. And then October 6th, we do a Pathways to Aviation program for high school kids in the morning. And then that evening, we do a dinner show. So we have cocktails at 3, and it's a tropical night in the tropics. And then we also have the dinner's going to be by Mission Barbecue.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we're excited about that, and we're always thankful for you coming out and doing our lighting and doing all of our stuff that we need to do on Saturday.
We're always happy to be part of that. It's a great event.
Yes.
So
it's going to be interesting this year. We have, as always, the airport's growing, so I always start off in January asking.
They get bigger, you get kind of squeezed out.
Well, it's gonna, the car show. We're not sure kind of spacing what we need, because right in the middle of where the car show is going to be a hangar.
Yeah.
So that's going to be completed at the end of September if all goes well. But we're going to do a walkthrough. We're going to try and figure out next month, how many we think that we can have. We've been told that car shows, the attendance for car show people has been record numbers as late. So in 2021, we had 350 cars, and we turned away probably 50 to 75. So we're going to be doing some pre-registrations for that. And the Historical Vintage Car Club is doing a great promotion. They're helping to sell tickets for us for our dinner show, which are $50. So they're offering for $100 that people get 2 tickets for the dinner show, a membership in the Historical Vintage Car Club, and then the pre-registration for the car show. So we're excited about it. We're, the C-130 and the Blackhawk are coming back. We've got Jeff Corman for the first time that's going to be involved with us Friday and Saturday. So they'll have an aircraft out there, their T-6.
Are you going to have Jim Weller in a plane this year, flying around?
I don't know.
That's his new thing.
I've opened it up to him and Colin. I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see.
He likes to fly around with Jeff Corman.
I saw that. Yes. So,
I'm sure he might be able to be talked into that.
Yes.
Are you still doing the flower drop?
We are still doing that. So
that's a pretty cool event.
Yeah. So we'll have the U.S. Naval Academy parachute team, and then we'll have the flower bombing competition, so that we get some planes up in the air. And for those of you that don't know, the planes are given 4 1-pound bags of flour, and they have to drop them out of the plane to hit a target on the
tarmac.
On the tarmac, yeah. So, and then we do prizes for them. So it's a fun way to get them interested. And we usually have about 15 planes that get involved with it. So it's a fun time. And so one of the things that we always, the planes are up in the air and they're flying, and then we've got some World War II era aircraft that are giving plane rides. Not giving them, but you can buy a plane ride. But to watch the planes up in the air, and people with our golf carts trying to maneuver. We have to maneuver the people that are always watching in the air to see the planes that are up there, not paying attention to anything else. So, but that's what we want. We want you all to come out and enjoy. It's a family-friendly event. We have Precision Paintball with their gaming trailer for the first time this year. So we'll have some great events for the kids. A sand vendor that is just for kids to do sand art and that kind of thing.
Do you have a band?
We do. We have Double Agent, which is Kathy Martin.
Okay, cool.
So they'll be there on Saturday. We had them scheduled for last year, and of course, with canceling, they couldn't come out. But they'll be back this year. Lots of food and craft vendors. Thankfully, even though the airport's growing, the EOC building where we normally housed our food court, we're moving that to the front of the terminal building. But our vendors were along the front of the terminal building. But with the expansion of the EOC building, they have a new paved parking area that runs the length of that road.
Right.
So we'll be able to use that this year. So we're trying to figure out how we're going to reposition things and get the best use of space and have enough room for people to get around and just enjoy the whole event.
For anybody that's not been to Wings and Wheels, it is a very well-attended event. What kind of crowds do you have?
In 2021, we canceled last year, but 2021 we had about 18,000 people that came out throughout the day. And our event is kind of unique because we revolve around military history. And what's really very unique to the Delaware Coastal Airport is a lot more of World War II era aircraft are now being bought and housed at the airport. So for our, even if the president came and we couldn't have anybody fly in, we have enough aircraft at this airport to be able to give a really great static display of aircraft for the day. So we're looking forward to that. We're still monitoring the president because of course that hampers us a little bit, but we'll still have all the food and craft vendors and all the entertainment and all that kind of stuff. So it is really again, it's a family-friendly event. We don't charge admission.
He'll be out on the campaign trail then.
I don't.
He won't be hanging out.
I hope not.
He'll be campaigning. Because he does that so well. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway,
we just keep praying every year that he doesn't come. So. I didn't mean that in a bad way.
Well, what she's talking about is that when the president's in town, there's the no-fly rule
no-fly zone
expands.
around the airport.
So crop dusters can't fly.
No,
I mean, it's
so
if you're in the aerial,
can fly in.
If you're in the aerial advertising business, you can't do that. I mean, it affects.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to be
the
protected.
Naval Academy can't do parachute jumps. The planes can't fly in.
But that's not going to happen.
We probably couldn't do the pilots.
That's off the table. That's not going to happen. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. So 18,000 people. That's a lot of people.
Yes. We're not a sea witch. We're not an apple scrapple, but we have it's
pretty close.
And it's very unique. And for me, I've been sharing this event probably 16 years now, and to see the families that come out, the World War II reenactors that are out there, it's just to see generations of family come out to see what planes they flew in the war and talk about that. I had somebody that told me that their grandfather got into one of the command tents for the World War II reenactors a few years back, and he heard more about his experiences in the war in a half an hour in that tent than he did the entire time growing up.
Wow.
Because they just got in the tent, and it was the smell of the tent or whatever it was, and he just started talking, and he just talked. So it's experiences like that.
And do you still do the off-site parking and then bus people in?
Yeah, we're actually very lucky this year. Our parking in the past has been with Sussex Academy, and in 2022 they took that ability away from us. But we are now back at Sussex Academy, and we'll have the people movers from the Nanticoke Powwow that will bus people over to the airport, or you can walk right from Sussex Academy. But we're so excited. We have a loop that we run from the school to the airport and back. It just runs in that loop. And so
that makes it really convenient.
It's so convenient, and with that, if it doesn't rain, the lot that they have next door to the school we can use for parking, and that we can park everybody there. So
wow.
it's really a great thing to have that back this year.
Well, you've got a lot going on with the chamber.
We do. We're very excited.
And so what day is Wawa opening? I got to remember this.
Thursday, the 29th.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay, that's this Thursday.
That's this Thursday.
And the ribbon cutting is at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, yes.
And we can get subs there by the afternoon.
And I think the hoagie making competition is like 1:15 according to their schedule.
Cool.
So we're excited about all that.
Well, we're looking forward to having Wawa in Georgetown, so that's going to be great. So,
yep.
Excellent. Well, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
It's good talking to you.
You too. Good to see you.
It's unusual for us to talk in person.
That's
we
true.
We talk a lot on the phone.
We do.
But this is sitting next to each other and talking is kind of a strange thing. So it's good to see you. Thank you very much.
See you too.
And we'll be talking about Wings and Wheels as it gets closer.
All right.
So
Sounds
okay.
good.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care, Linda. Thanks. All right, Linda Price from the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce, and she's doing a great job with all things in the chamber there in Georgetown. Very, very active, and glad to have her with us today. I'm Kevin Short, filling in for Jim Weller, and on the Weller Does Delmarva show, and we're going to hear more from Jim right now. So here is Jim. Take it away.
Okay, folks, Jim Weller again. I just want to say thanks a lot for everybody that's there in the audience. I want to say thanks for all the people watching and listening. If you're watching on Facebook and you can comment on the show or you want to send me an email, I'd love to hear from you, jim@wellers.com. Let's do another sponsor segment real quick. This is Dawn Kennedy. I'll be there cleaning and care. You hear me talk about her week after week after week, and here's when I use her. I use her when I have a rental. When somebody moves out and leaves me a big old mess, I call Dawn and say, Dawn, can you just go in there and make it look like new again? And she gets right on it. So if you have a house and it's a rental house and you turn tenants or you have a tenant moving out and one moving in and you want it to be spick and span, I would say call Dawn. If you own a home and you say, you know what, I need a break. I'm tired. I'm busy. Life has gotten out of hand. I just don't feel like cleaning my house. I need somebody else to do it, whether it's once, whether it's quarterly, yearly, monthly, or weekly. Dawn can help you out with that. Airbnb, she cleans those. She cleans apartments. She can clean the inside of your camper, your travel trailer, or your motorhome, okay? So anyway, whatever you need done, you give Dawn a call. She also offers discounts to who? First responders, military, and seniors. So ask for a discount if you would. Give her a call. She's licensed, she's insured, she's friendly, she's honest, and she's detail-oriented. So what's her name? Dawn. Dawn Kennedy, 302-362-7064. 362-7064. I'll be there, cleaning and care, on the web and on the Facebook. Like her Facebook page too. Other than that, that's about it, okay? We're going to be giving away some Vanderwins gift cards in a little bit, so stay tuned for that. There's going to be a phone number you need to write down to call in to get some free Vanderwins gift cards. And if you're in the diner, or want to stop by and look for Jim Bosco and say, Jim, where's those 10% off discounts? Okay, and he'll give you one of these. 10% off at the diner. I think it starts on Sunday. So Sunday through Friday, you can use this, okay? If you're listening to me and you're in the diner, ask Jim Bosco for one. I got to go. See ya. Thank you, Kevin. Goodbye, everybody.
And we're back. Thanks, Jim. And we're back live here at the Milford Diner. And we have Dave Kenton is going to join us. You just stopped by for breakfast this morning.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
No problem. Thanks for coming up and joining us. So you're kind of like the local historian here in Milford.
Well, that's what they say, but no one else wants to do it. I got it by default.
And you're very involved in the Milford Museum.
That's correct.
All right. Well, tell us a little bit about that. I've never been, so let me know what I've been missing at the Milford Museum.
Oh, wow, you've been missing a lot. The Milford Museum is in the old post office building, and it started in 1983. And we have all the artifacts, and Claudia Leister is our executive director. I'm a board member, and we're getting ready to expand the museum out into the parking lot a little bit, and with the help of the state legislature. And you need to come down and visit us sometime. We got every possible thing that ever lived or breathed in Milford is in the museum.
How about that?
Yeah. And so it's
like, what kind of things would you see?
Well, you'd see the old maps of early Milford. You see the Mississippian River, and in 1923 the river was straightened out, and they have all the old things. And most of the pictures here in the diner came from the Milford Museum and went to the public archives, and you can look around the diner and see everything that's in the museum in actual photographs.
How about that?
Yeah, and we have things that you can touch and feel, and we have new displays every 6 months in our. So when you're on the plaza opposite the Causey Mansion, just stop in any time, and the girls are in there. We'll give you a tour, and it's just a nice place to be.
What are the hours?
I think they're 10 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon every day of the week.
Okay, 10 to 2.
Except Monday.
Except Monday, okay. Yeah. But Sunday, they're open Sunday.
That's correct.
Yeah, okay, great. Well, there's a lot of history here in Milford, and I know that you are the go-to guy for all that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm so old that I knew Colin's father when Dick Walls used to have the gas station, his grandfather. So,
there you go.
I really enjoyed history. I came back from college and working and asked questions about where the old the Century Club was and where the old buildings were, and nobody seemed to know. So I took it upon myself to
find out,
educate everybody.
Well, how about that?
Had a lot of fun doing it.
Well, we hopefully we'll get some traffic for you at the museum. That sounds like an interesting thing to do, and I want to definitely check that out. So, but I appreciate you coming by and talking to us. Okay, take care, Dave Kenton, and talking about all things in Milford history. So, and we're calling an audible here. It looks like.
Audrey's coming on in just a couple minutes. Yeah. But yeah, we'll play L&W.
Okay, so we got Jim coming up, and we'll be right back. Here's Jim Weller. What are we doing?
Yeah, well, so it's on here, yeah.
It's not till I thought they were until the last half hour.
Thank you, everybody, for being there, okay? It takes a whole team of people to make this show happen, so thank you. All right, next talk about another sponsor segment. This is L&W, my friend Bill Strickland and the whole team at L&W. I love them. Okay, I got a really great story I'm going to share with you here in a week or so about a minor fender bender. But anyway, I'm just going to tell you that L&W has worked diligently to help me with all my insurance needs, whether it's making sure I'm properly insured and then helping me whenever I have an issue or a claim or a problem or something like that. So I like them. So whether you need it for personal, whether you need it, you just bought a motorhome or a jet ski or a boat or a motorcycle, or you own a business and you want to make sure for sure you're adequately insured. We all want good prices and premiums, but man, there's nothing more expensive than being underinsured. So I just want you to know I love L&W. I deal with them all the time. I talk to them frequently. So if you have any insurance related questions, give them a call. If you want them to take a look at what you have and compare it to what they have to offer, give them a call. It's 302-856-7828, 856-7828, lwinsurance.com on the web, and like them on Facebook if you would, okay? Tell them I sent you. Other than that, that's about it. I will be back with some giveaway Vanderwyn gift cards. I got them all ready. We're going to talk about that in a little while. I'll see y'all. Thank you, Kevin. Bye, everybody.
And thank you, Jim. And we are back live at the Milford Diner and getting ready to wrap up our third half hour here, right?
That's right. Yeah. I want to say thank you to Dave Kenton for taking that on and preserving Milford's history. I mean, because if he doesn't do it, or if somebody doesn't do it, it's not going to get done.
Exactly.
Yeah, so he's kind of taking that on as his personal crusade, and really has done a great job with the Milford Museum. So yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's a great building. Check that building out. Do you know where the Milford Museum is?
Well, it's in the old post office, right?
Yeah.
I've not been in there, but I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, that building is just a wonderful building. It was one of those federal buildings that was built in the 1920s, I believe. So, Yep. So no expense spared at that time when it was built.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that sounds that's something I definitely want to do. And he was a great guest. So.
Yeah. Yep.
We've had a lot of good guests today. It's been a good show.
Absolutely.
So far, we've got a whole half hour coming up here, and we're going to go back to the radio right now, or we're going back on the radio, and we're staying on Facebook and TV Delmarva. So our radio guests will join us at Facebook and TV Delmarva, and we'll be back in a few minutes. So stick around with us.
All right.
And we're back.
We are on TV.
This thing just doesn't stop, does it?
No. There's no break, Kevin.
Once those wheels go up, they're not coming down. So,
That's what.
Yeah.
So, well,
Yeah.
we've had a lot of good guests here today. I want to thank Denny for stopping in.
I never understand why Jim doesn't want to do this for 3 hours.
Yeah,
until you do it.
He does want to do it for 3 hours. Yeah.
Oh, he's nuts. Yeah.
He doesn't want to pay for 3 hours.
Okay. I tell
Thank
you
you,
what.
Denny, for making the trip up here. Denny's back's been bothering him, and he's made the trip all the way up from Rehoboth. So thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of good people here today. A lot of. It's been busy. Yeah, it's been a lot going
busy. It's been a good crowd, and Jack Riddle is here just waiting.
on. A lot of Jim's loyal fans have protested that I'm here, so they didn't show up. But
That's right,
you
yeah.
know, but I'm joking. But
Yep.
anyway, Jim is on vacation and a well-deserved vacation. So
Yes.
he doesn't do that often.
Hey,
It's a big deal in
If
his
you
world.
were looking for the 10% off coupons,
Yes.
get up with Jim this week. They are out of them. We've sold
Oh,
out.
you know, they're not here today. Okay.
We've sold out of them. You're going to have to get up with Jim this week, and I'm sure he'll have some for you. So if you wanted some and you didn't get them, contact Jim Weller this week and this coming week and ask him, if you could have one of those 10%. Or if you can't get up with him, get up with me.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, get
I'm
up with
actually
Jim.
The one's making them. So
Bother Jim.
Yeah.
Colin.
yeah, bother him. He's
Yeah.
got nothing else to do.
That's exactly
He's
right.
got
He's just
nothing
sitting
else
there
going on.
waiting for the phone to ring.
Yeah.
So,
just some of the biggest projects in his life. Like 5 of them going on.
yeah,
Right now.
he's got a lot. He's got a lot going on.
It was kind of like you a couple years ago when you had the building
man.
and all that. But luckily you had COVID. That slowed everything down for you.
Oh yeah, luckily we had
Luckily.
COVID. Yeah, it slowed everything down. Yeah, like my retirement. Everything.
Right.
Let's see.
Heart rate.
Heart. Yeah. Yeah, man. I tell you what, I don't want to live through that again. That was a mess.
That was a mess. Yeah, let's not even bring that up. Why'd you bring that up?
I don't know. I don't know why you brought that up. We couldn't do this. You and I were actually at one of the first time during COVID that I was out to eat was actually a restaurant that you and I went to for a live broadcast with the Rehoboth foodie. 'Cause
Okay.
you were doing a TV Delmarva, and they were nobody else could get in. But we got in
That's
because we
right.
were broadcasting it, and
That's
we
right.
actually got to eat at a restaurant. That was a
was
cool
at the
thing
Pond.
at the Pond.
Yeah, that was when they were in downtown Rehoboth.
Exactly.
Yeah, right there on First Street.
And there was nothing else open.
There was nothing else open. It
that
was a
bizarre.
ghost town. If you can imagine,
Yeah, it was strange.
July, was it June or July?
Yeah, and they were doing takeout, so there were people coming in, but nobody could eat inside.
Rehoboth was a ghost town, though.
Rehoboth was a ghost
Remember,
town.
I don't even think you were allowed to go on the boardwalk.
No.
It was just insane times. But
Yep.
yeah, so that was.
We don't
really
want that
cool.
back. No.
We actually broadcast that on television on TV Delmarva, and we broadcast on streamed it. And
Yep.
Yeah, it was
cool.
And so you get into this, I guess I could say multi-million-dollar building project you've done.
Oh yeah.
At the beginning of COVID.
Yeah.
And I start a TV station.
Yeah. And
Literally
then,
the same month they shut everything down.
Yep.
Both of us.
And I bought into it. I thought it was just 2 weeks to flatten the curve. I just didn't know which 2 weeks.
So I remember Jim's show right before, when things started. We were at Rudy's in Harrington. Do you remember that?
That's
We did
right.
that show?
Yep. Uh-huh.
And you and I were talking, and I'm like, Kevin, this is going to be unbelievably huge effect on businesses and all that. Like we had no idea at the time, and I was just like, I couldn't even imagine it got to what it was, but I like felt or knew that this was going to be big.
Something was happening. Yeah.
That it was not going to be good, and man, it sure wasn't. So.
And we still see the effects of it today. It's kind of crazy.
Well,
but
you know what I think about? I think about all the businesses and that have had to take out these government loans. Hey, they were great for people. They got people through.
they got to be paid back. Yeah.
That's it. So
Yeah.
I mean, you've taken out all this money and now you've got to pay it back.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, it got businesses through the time, but
Yep.
yeah, there's an effect that's going to last.
It's long
But
lasting.
at least they're only 30-year loans.
But but it's good that we can be out again and get concerts and we're not sitting in pods and all this kind of foolishness
man.
and everything.
You look back on it.
You can go back to Broad. I was in New York. I don't know. I was in New York recently. I was in there on Memorial Day weekend, and you can actually go in a theater again and watch a show, and there's no mask, no proof of vaccination, and all this stuff. It's just so much easier because that was crazy.
It really was, and I think history is going to look back on it and say, "What in the world?"
That
did you
was
guys
crazy.
do?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, like when
Yeah.
do you quarantine the healthy?
Yeah, it's yeah. There we go.
Anyway,
But since this isn't a political talk show, we're going to
Right.
move right along because we.
no,
Could,
I mean, no, that's not politics. That's like life.
That's true. That's
you
true.
know, that-
But there was definitely a political component.
Oh, there absolutely was.
Yes,
you know,
of the government just kind of
yeah.
pushing you down.
And
Yeah.
it wasn't all one side or
no,
the other.
not at all.
Not
at all.
Yeah, yeah.
So
You could see the single party rule of both parties.
Yep,
How
exactly.
They really are the same. So
Yep.
yeah. Anyway.
So we were supposed to
That's
talk
that.
about TV Delmarva and Wall Service
We did
Center,
talk
and we
about
talked
TV
about
Delmarva and Wall
Well,
Service
that's
Center,
what
you know?
we did. Yes, I mean we talked about TV Delmarva doing
Yeah.
live broadcasts, and that's one thing you do a lot of.
Yeah.
Is that you are out in the community and you broadcast
Absolutely. Yep.
a lot of different things, and
We
that's
sure do.
you do parades.
Yeah,
and-
so we've got a lot of parades coming up. I was actually just talking to Jack about that. So we're going to have our Christmas parades this year. We should be involved with the Sea Witch again this year. And I've actually got a special project that I'm working on. I cannot give out any details.
Uh-oh.
So don't ask me unless you ask me in person and swear to secrecy.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you. Maybe.
Like now?
Yeah.
I can ask you
Right.
now? Okay.
Yeah. We're getting ready to go on the radio.
Okay.
All right.
All right. We are prepping for the radio here. And there we go. We are back on the radio. Weller Does Delmarva. And Kevin Short in for Jim Weller. He will be back next week here at the Milford Diner. And that's where we are right now. We're at the Milford Diner and having breakfast here in the final half hour of the show. So I want to thank everybody for coming out. And it's been a good day. I get to have breakfast as soon as this is over, so that's I'm looking forward to that. We got a lot going on. We got some more guests coming up this half hour, and we want to just go to a commercial from Jim and then take care of this. All right, so right now we're going to pause and let you hear from Jim Weller, and then we'll be back with some folks here from the Milford Diner. So stay with us. Here's Jim.
Okay, everybody, here we go. Jim Weller here, and thank you again for tuning in the show. This is another sponsor segment. It is Fitzgerald's, the Fitzgerald family. So I just want to say thanks a lot to Karen Fitzgerald, to Scott, Johnny, and Kim, the Fitzgerald family. They've been around a long time, over 80 years, probably close to 90 years. They've been supporting our community. Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling is in Lincoln, Delaware. It's right on the corner. You can't miss it. It's a landmark. But if you need some auto parts, like a starter, an alternator, maybe you got a nice car and you need a new engine or you need another transmission, I want to let you know that they can take care of that. They don't install them, but they definitely do sell them, okay? And I want to let you know that they have them. So if you need any auto parts, they've got you covered there. Now, another thing they do is they buy scrap metal, okay? So if you have something in the yard and you're saying, you know, I've looked at that old grill long enough, it's never going to come back to life, let's get rid of it. Or you got an old car and you don't know how to get rid of it, they will come pick up the old car for you, okay? So I'm just letting you know that whether you want to buy some parts, whether you want to sell some metal, even if you have some scrap concrete, you've busted up some concrete, you don't know where to get rid of it, can't throw it in the dumpster. So anyway, you could take it there. They don't buy it, but they don't charge you. You can just drop it off, which means if you need crushed concrete, they sell crushed concrete. Why would you need crushed concrete? Maybe you're putting down some pavers. Maybe you are making a place for a carport or a shed or something. You know, you want a nice solid base, but you don't want to spend the price of having concrete poured. Crushed concrete's the way to go. They sell it. So anyway, whatever you need, it's Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling right on Route 113 in Lincoln. Been around a long time. Good, honest, fair people. Check them out, whether you're buying or whether you're selling. It's fitzgeralds.us, 302-422-7584. Dial it in that order and tell them Jim Weller sent you. Other than that, Kevin, I'm done. I'll see you. Thank you. Take it away. Bye.
And we're back. We're back live at the Milford Diner. Kevin Short in for the vacationing Jim Weller. And we've got guests, actually, from the Milford Diner. We have Chanel and Audrey.
Yes.
How you doing?
Fine. We're wonderful.
So you've got some different things here. Usually I see food that's coming out.
Yes.
But this is actually some prepared things that you actually sell here at the diner,
Yes.
right? So talk about that a little bit.
We are promoting the K-Cups, which are 17, and it's Lacus coffee. It's a Greek coffee. And it's the
And that's the
brand
coffee
of coffee that we serve.
That's what you serve here at the diner.
And then
Yeah.
the bag is 9.
Okay.
And then we also have the cold brew lattes, and this is the s'mores, and this is the caramel. But we also have the mocha. We have French vanilla, hazelnut, and we have Nutella.
Wow. Are these pretty popular here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very popular.
Yeah.
Very popular.
As a to-go item or a
No,
dine-in?
it's for here and to go.
Really?
Either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And how about the coffee? This is what you get if you come in here and get a cup of coffee. You're getting it's Lacus coffee. Okay. And it's good coffee. Colin speaks highly of it.
And
so.
also you get a canister. We have the canister. I forgot to bring that up here.
Oh, cool. So and then they can take it with them. So.
Right. And I have one more request. Terry, the owner,
Yes.
would like to know if anybody knows how, or anybody that can fix our blinds, because they're all broke. So she wanted me to put that on the air. If anybody knows anybody that can fix this type of blind, we would love you to come see us.
Okay. So if you've been here and you've seen these blinds, then what's that? Cellular blinds. Okay. So they're looking for some blind repair. So. To kind of block the sun here while people are eating. So there you go. Cool. Well, yeah, I've seen Terri on the show with Jim, and they usually bring out some dishes from the that you cook. This is kind of unique, but this is kind of nice to be able to if you come here and you like the coffee, you can be able to take it home.
Coffee, yes.
And so you can take it home, and then of course the K-cups are
speak for themselves.
Everybody's that's the new way to do coffee at home. So, and how many flavors of frozen lattes?
We have, I do believe, 6 flavors.
Wow, cool. And
flavors.
So
and we have Americana too, also, which is black, just a black coffee.
Really? Okay. Well, everybody here talks about the food. It's been great. I had toast earlier, but I haven't had my breakfast today. But I have eaten here in the past, and it's always good. And everybody here does a great job. You're still looking for help, right?
Yes, we're still looking for help.
You're looking for servers, right? That's what you need more than anything else.
And cooks.
Okay. And because the ultimate goal is for you to expand your hours, correct? Right now, and so talk about your hours. Right now, what are you?
Right now, we're open from 7 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon.
And how many days a week?
6 days a week.
6 days. Which day
The
are?
only day that we're closed is Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Okay. So every day but Tuesday.
And then, of course, Saturdays we're open at 6.
Yeah.
For the show.
There you go. And but you want to expand that, so you're looking for more servers and
to go into the evening. The afternoon and the evening.
Right, and get back into the dinner business. So. This place has been here a long time, and it's great that it's back and you're open. And
it's great to be back.
I'm sure. Yeah. How long have you worked here?
I've worked here 5 years.
Yeah. Wow. So you've seen a lot of changes in 5 years.
Yes.
You worked through COVID or didn't work through COVID or all that. Yeah. So, how about that? Well, anything else you want to talk about diner-wise?
No, I am wonderful. Love the customers. Keep coming in.
Cool. All right. Well, so just come in, get a cup of coffee, and take some home with you. So that sounds like a great deal. So that's I'm glad you joined us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
We will. Jim will be back next Saturday here at his regular time, and
Terri will be here.
And Terri will be here too. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right, Chanel and Audrey. So. From the Milford Diner. We're going to hear, we've got one more message from Jim, right? And so this is a special kind of message today. And I noticed this on the drive down here, or up here this morning. I saw a billboard, Jim's billboard, saw a picture of Donald McIlvaine and wishing him a happy birthday. So I think Jim wants to do it in person or pre-recorded here. So take it away, Jim.
Hey everybody, Jim Weller here, and this is my final sponsor segment. This is the final time you're going to see me today. So I want to say thank you to all of the people in the audience that came. Thank you. I also want to say, if my friend Donald McIlvaine is there today, I want to say happy birthday to Donald. Donald's birthday is tomorrow. It's Sunday. So Donald, if you're there, happy birthday, Donald. Happy birthday, Donald McIlvaine. I appreciate your friendship. You've been a dear friend of mine for years and years, and I count it a blessing to be your friend. So happy birthday, Donald. Next, Jim Bosco is running around the restaurant, and he's got these 10% off coupons. They're good Sundays through Friday. We're trying to bring you back another day. So if you're in the restaurant and you hear this and you want a 10% off coupon, look for Jim Bosco, and he'll give you one. And then also, if you also want some free Vanderwins gift cards, we're going to tell you how to get them in just a minute. So we've celebrated. Thank you, Kevin, for doing the show. And for everybody that works behind the scenes to make it happen, thank you. Denise and I will be back next week with all kinds of crazy stories. We're off for the day. The other thing is it's Donald's birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday, Donald McIlvain. Then we're going to give away some Vanderwins gift cards if you happen to want one. And also, if you want one of those 10% off coupons to the diner, if you've never checked them out or you're going to check them out and you can't make it to the diner by 9 o'clock this morning, when you call this number for your 2 gift cards to Vanderwins, tell me you want one of those 10% off coupons, and I'll put one with the 2 gift cards. The gift cards have to be picked up at Weller's in Bridgeville next week, Tuesday through Saturday. That's it. We only hold them now for 1 week, just 1 week. If you win, you got to get in. So it's Tuesday through Saturday. Next week is the only time you can pick up this particular offer, okay? So you can get 2 gift cards to Vanderwins, and you can also get a 10% coupon to save you 10% on your purchase at the Milford Diner, and it's good on Sunday through Friday, okay? So that's that. Any questions, let me know, but here's the number. It's 302-751-5001. 751-500. The phone's ringing already. You guys are quick. 302-751-5001. 2 gift cards to Vanderwins. And if you want a 10% off gift card to the diner, let us know that. Other than that, Kevin, I sincerely appreciate you doing the show, giving up of your time and your talents. You're a smart man. You're a wise man. And you're a good friend. So thank you very much. All right. And for everybody else there, thank you. Thank you. And for Colin Walls having to record all these things and play them, I appreciate all the tech team does. And for Linda and Jim, I thank you for being there. And Tracy, thank you so much for being there today. Everybody have a blessed day. Have a good weekend. God bless you. I'll see you next week. Get out of here. Goodbye. I got to get driving, okay? See ya. Bye-bye.
Oh, and that is Jim will be back here live and in charge next Saturday here at the well, yeah, he's still in charge. He only gives up a small portion of the show, you know. Yeah, there you go. And
he's blowing his phone up, giving him, minute by minute instructions. That's what he told me a little earlier.
Well, and I appreciate Jim letting me do this. It's a lot of fun. But I tell you what, I don't know how he does this for 2 hours and just nonstop talking.
You haven't eaten breakfast yet?
No.
Did you realize that like 20 minutes ago there was not a seat in this back section?
Yeah, it was busy.
Full.
Yeah.
Full of people.
Yeah, it is a good crowd.
I got a breakfast. Susan got a breakfast. I like the scrapple. We had pancakes.
Cool. I've got Scrabble coming with my breakfast, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, good place. We haven't been here in a while, and it's really good. Food's good. Service is good. Wait staff's working hard. Right? You got it. I only moved tables 3 times, driving her nuts, but it was pretty good.
Is that so you don't get a bill? Is that what you're doing? If you keep moving tables,
no, I didn't get a bill.
They won't be able to bring you a check because they don't know where to find you.
Yeah, they've been nuts. No, they got us.
They actually put the check on your windshield.
Is that how that works? Well, you don't have to. It's, as Jim would say, it's free parking.
Okay,
Jim would always remind you that it's free parking here at the Milford Diner, so it's a good thing.
Well, I'm glad you were here today. I appreciate it. We came by and we talked about the
Rotary
the Rotary Trail Guide, and you've got
I want to talk about something
15,000 of those to give away.
Yep, we got 15,000. We still have a stack here.
And then you mentioned this playground.
Well, Jim has always been a leading edge provider of information you can't get anywhere else. That's what Weller Does Delmarva is all about, because they always seem to know things that people don't know. And so today we're going to break some news.
We had some breaking news on here before. Or did you hear the breaking news earlier with Dan, when Dan was on here?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? You missed that?
I was too busy changing tables, ducking the bill.
You didn't hear that?
No.
We announced on August 29th, Wayne Newton at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center, and Dan's going to be the opening act.
Really?
With the Mind Mystery things, and then Engelbert Humperdinck on December 10th.
At the Rehoboth?
At the Rehoboth Convention Center, yes. We announced that.
Are you doing the sound?
Well, imagine that, yes. Yeah.
How did that happen?
I have no idea.
Well, we're going. Let's get Susan get those tickets.
So that's they're not even on sale yet. There was this stuff we,
No, I didn't want to buy them. I just said
okay. Okay, that's August 29th and December 10th. But anyway, so that was
the bank's not sponsoring.
No,
I can't believe that. When Jim gets back, we'll probably be sponsoring this thing somehow.
That's so that was breaking news. So but you've got your own breaking news. So go ahead. All right.
Well,
take it away.
Most people know that Rotary is pretty engaged in providing access for people with cognitive disabilities to get to playgrounds. And we've built playgrounds, actually $1 million playgrounds, all upstate. We built one in Wilmington. We built one out in Newark. We built one in Milford. Well, now Sussex County is going to get one. And this is kind of big news. It's just kind of breaking. All the Rotary clubs got together. Pete Booker, and who's really the brain trust in all this, is a member of the Lewis Rehoboth Club. And we met with all the Rotary clubs in Sussex County, and then we met with the Sussex County Land Trust people who own a piece of property out in Hudson. It's called Hudson Park on Route 9. And we are working with them, and this is really early news. Because for our piece of this playground, it's probably Rotary's going to have to probably come up with $500,000 or $600,000.
Wow!
We've done it 3 or 4 times, and we're going to do it again. The Rotary Foundation is going to help. The local clubs have all signed up to do it, but most of the playgrounds that have been built really don't have. They're not built with the organizational structure to deal with folks that may be in a wheelchair, may have cognitive disabilities, may have. They can't walk. They can't. There's just obstacles to a normal playground. Well, this playground is designed from the ground up to support the needs of those folks. So the Sussex County Land Trust folks are working with us. It's right on Route 9. If you know where the Cool Spring Railroad tracks are, that's kind of the easiest thing to it's right at the end of both the bike trails where they end.
Right there near Dale Dunning's place.
So we just started this. You're probably going to hear a lot more about it, but this is the first time we've ever went public and kind of told people that this is what we're up to. So you may hear, I'm sure we're going to try to raise some money. I'm sure the Rotary Foundations are going to kick in. I'm sure some of the proceeds from the Greater Walks and Trails will be a part of it. But we're really excited about it. We've done one in Milford here. There's one of the can-dos in Milford, but it's kind of a long trek from the lower Sussex County to get to one of these playgrounds. And what most people don't know is there's a lot of folks. 17% of all the students in the Cape District have some sort of cognitive disability. 17%.
Wow.
And there's 8,000 kids in the state that do. So Rotary's taking this on as a real passion. It's called Can Do Play. This is going to be a Can Do playground at Lewis. We are really excited about it, and you're going to hear more about it. But today, breaking news on the Weller Does Delmarva show.
When do you think this will be completed? You have any idea?
Well, right now they're out there doing. They're putting parking lots in, and they're building. This thing is a park already. They've started the development.
Okay.
We're just kind of fitting our piece into it. It'll probably take us a year to raise the money. That's what we're kind of planning. Just the equipment itself, forget the site and stuff. The equipment itself is about $350,000 because it's all specialized equipment. But the good thing about it is, if you come up to a facility, and like even the one in Milford, you wouldn't know that it's specially designed for those folks because it appears to a person that doesn't have a disability to just be a normal playground. Mm-hmm. But all of the swings, all of the benches, all of the access roads, all of the special equipment there is designed so people of all levels of abilities can use it. But it's specially designed for them. But you never know it just looking at it. So
how about that?
But yeah, it's and we've done. The first one was in Wilmington, and it was a multi-million-dollar project. The one actually that was done here, it was about $750,000, and it was led by the Nanticoke Club. Like I said, this one is going to be led by the Lewis Rehoboth Club. But we've gotten commitments from all the other Rotary clubs in Sussex County, all 5 of them. They're going to be a part of it, and it's really going to be good. It's going to take a year or two to get this thing organized, but we're really excited about it. We've been working on this for 2 years, trying to find, because the real bottom line here is you can't afford to do this if you have to buy the land.
Right.
If you have to buy the land, the price gets so crazy that we can't afford it. I mean, Rotary just can't fund a couple.
So you got to
$1
find
million.
somebody to partner with.
So we got to find a partner that.
And you got to find land that's somewhere that's
Right.
accessible, that's not in the middle of nowhere.
And the spirit of this thing is, if you look at what's happening in Lewis, Lewis is moving west. If you look at it, I mean, with what's going on in Milton and out on Route 9, there's all that new development. Of course, one person said to me, "Do we really need more stuff on Route 9?" Well, whatever. But where this thing is situated, it'll be accessible by the bike trails both directions. So actually, you could take the bike trail from Georgetown all the way to this thing, and there's going to be walking trails there. The Sussex County Land Trust people are doing a great job out there designing. It's about a 30-acre park, and they've been working real hard to kind of fit us in, because we only need about an acre and a half to pull this off. But there's going to be walking trails and benches, and they're talking about putting bathrooms out there. There's going to be lit parking. It's going to be really neat. So
wow.
So stay tuned. It's called Hudson Park. Like I said, for those of you that are locals, Cool Spring Railroad tracks where they used to be, that's where this thing is. So it's really going to be neat. And like I said,
that's a very ambitious project, and it's glad that it's actually coming to Sussex County. So
we're happy about that. Like I said, we've done them upstate, and now it's time to help usins down here.
Well, there's some more breaking news here on Weller Does Delmarva. That's great.
We'll get Jim and Colin to do a live remote out there.
There you go.
There you go, Colin. You hear that? Put that on your schedule. We're going to do a live remote out there.
I don't know what he's listening to, but he's not listening to us.
We're doing a live remote when we do the groundbreaking on the Can-Do playground.
He just agreed. So there you go.
We'll
that's
it's going to be exciting.
That's how these deals are made. People have headphones on, they're listening to something else, and we get them to agree to it.
Jim just fell off his chair saying, "Colin, what did you just agree to do?" But it is what it is. That's what live radio is all about. That's what Jim tells me. He said, "You never know what's going to happen here."
It's unraveling by the minute.
It's falling apart in an absolute second, and who knows what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. So is Jim actually coming back next week?
He is going to be back next week. He's probably wishing he was back right now. Did you see his Facebook Live from the Airbnb?
I did not.
You might want to look that up. That is riveting entertainment. Let me tell you.
Colin and I came up with a great idea on some week where they're having a rerun show.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is we're going to film Jim watching somebody else do the show.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
That'll be 2 hours. Can you imagine what Jim's going through when he's talking about when he says, "What are those guys doing? They're going to wreck my show if I don't get these guys off the air."
He's probably thinking that he had another ad he could have squeezed in here.
He's probably trying to.
He said, "Who did I miss?" Yeah.
But so that we're going to do that as a rerun show. We're going to film Jim Facebook Live watching somebody do this show.
And I'm just going to check with Colin. We have run all the Jim ads, right? We're caught up. Okay, good.
Is there never? I can't believe you don't have more Jim ads.
He's probably did he give me spares? Did he send any just in case?
Jim did tell us. Now, did we mention the today only special on the trail guide again?
No,
every
trailer,
that's right. Every trailer that's purchased today,
you get a free trail guide.
You get a free trail guide at Weller's. Chuck left with a copy of them. It's as Jim would say, it's a today only special. So you got to get there today to buy that trailer. I think that's what's going on. So, you just never know. I just miss the sock days.
Yes,
I mean, only Jim Weller would buy a tractor trailer load full of
you
socks.
Couldn't run into him anywhere if he had socks, no matter where it was.
Yes,
you could see him in a restaurant and he would have a pair of socks.
You bought cable ties, you got a pair of socks.
Exactly.
If you bought a trailer, you got a pair of socks. One thing I didn't know Jim did, and I think they put we needed a trailer hitch on our car.
Yeah.
And I didn't know where to do it. And of course, whenever you need to know,
they do that.
They do that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I mean, I knew they sold trailers, but I never kind of thought. But we needed a trailer hitch on one of our vehicles that came because we just wanted to pull a trailer, and gosh knows where can you buy a trailer? I don't know.
Yeah.
But of course, Jim in the
they do all that. They'll wire them up, and
in the Weller system, he said, "Oh, I can do that." I wasn't even sure whether he was telling me the truth or not. But I knew that if Jim says he can get it done, he can get it done.
And he can get it done.
So we got it. We got a nice trailer hitch on our pilot. He just showed up, magically did it, and it is kind of. I mean, I do think Jim needs a little time off. I happen to talk to him a lot, and he's got a lot going on, and I don't know who's leading the charge, him or Colin. But it seems to me that there's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on in his life.
I'm just happy that Colin and I were
And you know what? No matter how much there is going on in his life, when you need something for Jim Weller, you call him, and he's always got time. And that's an amazing thing.
That's absolutely true.
I called him the other day in a panic, and because I had a trailer broke down on the side of the road that blew a tire. And I just thought I was going to get one of his guys to come take care of it. And the next thing I know, he said, I got it, I'll take care of it. And he hired a tow truck and just went and dealt with it. So, it's we got the radio coming back on. We're going away. This is it. We've actually gone through the whole 2 hours.
It's unbelievable.
So, yeah.
Wow.
All right. Next week, Jim will be back at the Milford Diner. Thanks for joining us.
15 seconds left on TV.
All right, and we're still here on TV Delmarva and
Today only
Facebook.
Special.
There you go. And so I want to thank Jack for being here. All the guests that were here today. Take care. We're done.
Bye-bye.